Hello friends, welcome to your 1 hour full body booty band only workout. My name is Lene and welcome to my channel. All you need today is a flat surface to work on, a clear view of your screen, and of course some booty bands. Today I'm using a light and a medium resistance booty bands, and I'm using the fabric ones. You can definitely get away with using the rubber or the silicone ones if you have that available to you, and you don't need multiple. You can totally just get away with using one resistance. I just have that in case I want to go heavier or lighter depending on what the exercise calls for. So if you want to do the same, feel free. If you want to use just one, that is fine too. Other than that, we have an hour to get through today. We have a warm up and a cool down included because that is what we do around here. And if you are ready, let's get moving. Alrighty, let's make sure we warm up this body nicely. We're gonna send the hips back nice and far, keep the back flat, and then squeeze the hips under, really activating the glutes. Also warming up a little bit into the hamstrings here. My hamstrings personally are feeling very, very tight, so I love this. Amazing. Feet nice and wide. We're gonna send the hips back, arm reaches down to center, other hand comes up, send the hips forward and switch. So the hips are just doing a forward backwards motion, slight bend in those knees as you send the hips back. Amazing. Let's do some open the gate. So drawing beautiful big semicircles up and across the body with those knees. Warming up into the hips. You might hear a couple clicks and pops. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's totally normal. Amazing. To the front of your mat, let's step it back in a reverse lunge. Drop the knee, sink the hips forward as you sweep the arms up, stretch into the hip flexor, press to stand and switch it out. All right, wherever you are, come into a nice lunge here. Keep the back knee lifted, opposite hand plants down, elbow to the ground, arm goes up, twist your chest towards your inner thigh. Well done. Plant your hands. Let's step it back through plank. Other leg comes forward. Same thing. Woo, well done. All right, step in through plank. We're going to send the hips up and then walk our hands towards our toes. Walk it back into a plank. And now walk your toes to your hands. Well done. Amazing. Drop the hips down, let the thighs touch onto the ground. Cobra. And then send the hips back towards the ankles, child's pose. Blow it back into Cobra. Open the chest, press the hips down. And then into child's. Almost done with the warm-up, friends. Amazing. All right, into a malasana squat. Setting the booty down towards the ankles. You might be here, this is completely fine. Just try and get those hips as low to the ground as you can while you keep your chest open. And if you want to rock side to side, feel free. So how today is going to work is we are going to focus on legs first. We have 10 different exercises that we'll do 2 sets of each. And then we're going to go into upper body and abs, which will have 10 different exercises that we'll do 2 sets of each. And then we have a booty finisher. Nice and easy. Amazing. Kick those feet nice and high. Flex your toes, reach opposite hand to opposite foot. Final warm-up exercise here. Then we're gonna get into the leg circuit. Now we're working 45 seconds on today, 15 seconds off, and we'll do each exercise twice through before moving on. Great job. All right, warm-up complete. Let's start with our leg circuit. Grab your booty band. I'm gonna start with my light resistance here. Pop it above your knees. And we're just gonna do basic squats. So feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna send the hips back first and then bend the knees, keeping your chest up as you squat down. Now, just a little note, throughout this entire workout, I want you to make sure you're actively pulling the band apart. That is the whole point of the band being there, is for us to counter the act of the band wanting to pull our knees together or our arms together or whatever. We wanna make sure we're always pulling that band apart. Amazing. All right, 15 seconds, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing one more time. Do you like that I color coordinated my band to my sports bra? That's why the color combo today is very shocking. Trust me, I know. But I really like this purple color and I wanted to wear it today. And then I had a blue sports bra on, but then I was like, too many colors are gonna be happening if that was the case. Then I was like, okay, I'll whip out my green, but now I feel like Barney. major Barney the dinosaur vibes. But hey, at least we're color coded, so it's all good. Amazing, and we're done with the squats. Moving on to touch outs, step outs, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna come slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the hips. Keeping it low, you're gonna touch out, shift through center, touch out, shift through center. Good, see how far you can step those toes outwards, shifting all your weight into the supporting leg. Good. The lower you go, the harder this is gonna be. Check your knees, are they collapsing in? Nope, you're pulling them apart, right? And well done. All right, shake it out. You're gonna do that one more time. Let's go. If you're not feeling your muscles working, consider sinking down a little bit lower. But remember, we still have 49 minutes to get through here. So pace yourselves. I promise everything's gonna start burning in a little bit. Alrighty, well done. Shake it out. Definitely feeling the booty saying hello. We're gonna continue working into the booty and the hamstrings now with good mornings. Now, it is a lot more of a hip hinge movement. Remember we did those hip drives in the warm up? That is essentially what we're doing. So make sure you got the tension. Fingertips by the ears. Send the booty back nice and flat, and then drive the hips forward, squeeze the booty under. Good, I want you to really hold it at the bottom here. Stretch out the posterior chain before you drive the hips forward. Good, I want you to imagine someone has a string on your tailbone and they're keeping it nice and lifted. Well done. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Remember to keep your legs wide enough so you have active tension and peel the knees apart. Fingertips by those ears, keep it up. And let it relax. Great job. All right, some unilateral work is coming your way now, which means we're working one side of the body at a time. Starting with reverse lunges. I'm gonna start on my left side. So left leg stays planted as I step it back, touch the knee down, bring it forward. Good. Now, small adjustments that you can make. If you would prefer to work more booty, keep a forward lean in that torso, step back just a little bit further, like so. If you would like to work more quad, keep more of an upright position and don't step back as far. Well done. All right, shake it out. We're gonna do the reverse lunges on the same leg. So don't switch out which leg is staying put. Let's go. Good, take your time to touch that knee to the back on the floor. Just don't rush it. Ooh. Well done. Amazing, we're gonna move on now. So the leg that was planted is now gonna be the leg that we send back. So you're gonna give me 2 kickbacks, bring it up, and then 2 outward abductions. You can hold onto a wall, or if you want an extra challenge, you do it freestanding. Really control the abductions. So bring it up. Not something you want to do fast. Keeping that knee nice and high. Well done. Whew, shake it out. You might be feeling it in the supporting glute, the leg that was holding us still, standing. That's completely normal because it is resisting the pull and the change of center of gravity and the resistance that is happening with the movement. So completely normal. Not me chatting all the way through that break. Where did that go? Woo. Good. Kickbacks are completely coming from the glute, not from the lower back. Woo! That supporting glute is on fire. And let it relax. Great job, friends. Shake it out. We're gonna go back to the reverse lunges now, but make sure you go onto the other side. So that means I'm working right leg now. And it's already pre-fatigued from having to support the kickbacks and the abductions. So take it nice and easy. Woo! Amazing. Shake it out. One more time for the reverse lunges, and then you will not be seeing them again, if I remember correctly. They shouldn't be coming back in the same capacity, at least. All right. One more time. Let's go. Ooh, that booty's burning. My word. And let it relax. Okay, get ready for the kickbacks plus the abductions on the right side. So the right leg is the one that's gonna kick back, come up, and abduct. Up to you if you want to hold onto the wall or not. Good, keeping the knee nice and high as you come into the abductions. Woo. Shake it out. That supporting leg really starts to burn. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you. All right, friends. One more time. Ooh, the burn all the way down my leg is actually crazy. Ooh, and let it relax. Great job. All right, next up, we're gonna do a lateral lunge plus a drive. So I'm gonna step it over, lateral lunge, and then drive the knee up towards your chest. Now, doing this with a lighter band is gonna be easier because you'll be able to lunge over further. If the resistance band you have is very tight, you won't be able to lunge as far to the side. So if you just wanna keep it kind of narrower, that is fine. Also the option to touch, then drive, touch, and step. If balance is an issue for you, this is fine. Wow, that booty is starting to burn. Okay, we're gonna do one more time on this leg. Are you ready? Let's go. Lunge it over, keep the chest up. Exhale, drive. Woo! That glute is starting to fatigue like crazy. Amazing. Shake it out. All right, friends, we're gonna do that on the other side. We have 2 more exercises of legs before we start working on upper body and abs. So, final push here. You know the drill. Step it over, drive. So obviously we're targeting the glutes and the quads as we come into the lunge. But as we bring that knee up, we're also working hip flexor and core and stability. It's a really great exercise all around. Woo. Well done. Okay, one more time just like that. And then we'll move on to the final leg exercise for the circuit. Let's go. Come on, 10 more seconds. I'm aware, lower body is on fire. Amazing, friends. Get ready for the last exercise here. We are going to do a sumo squat. So feet nice and wide, toes turned out considerably, really peel your knees apart. Hello. Fingertips in between the legs. Squat it down, send it up. Keep a slight bend in those hips to keep the tension on the glutes. Amazing work. Ready to give these legs a rest, not gonna lie. All right. Take your 15 seconds. One more 45-second interval for this lower body portion, and then we're gonna do upper body and abs. Okay, keep it exactly the same. Focus on your form. Make sure those knees are pulling apart. Good. And let it relax, friends. Well done. Take a little bit of a longer break here. Pop off your booty band. Next up, we're gonna start doing some arms. So first exercise is going to be a bent over reach and pull. So booty band just under your elbows. Make sure you're pulling it apart. Send the hips back. You're gonna reach it up, keeping the tension, and then you're gonna pull the elbows into your sides, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Again, let's go. Reach and pull. Good. Can you see how nice and close my elbows are to my ribs as I bring it back? That is what you want. Good. Lift those elbows and arms nice and high as you reach up. Lift high and pull back. Great job. Okay, let it relax. I'm gonna repeat that once more. You should mostly be feeling this kind of in your back, maybe a little bit of shoulders, and also the outer portion of your rear delts or the back of your shoulders. Let's go again. Good, make sure you're keeping the tension on that band. Dig deep. And let it relax. All right, we're gonna drop to the floor now. You can maybe bring the booty band up to above your elbows, and we're gonna do push-ups. So you can either take these on your knees or your toes, it's up to you. Everything stays the same, but we just have a little bit of assistance from that booty band to get back up. Good. You want to drop to your knees. I'm going to minimize talking while I do this because the booty band is pressing against my mic, so. Good job. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Really make sure that our elbows are skimming past our ribs as best we can, and we're keeping the tension on the band. Whew. Let it relax. Alrighty, next up we are going to do some elbow pull aparts, I suppose we can call them. So, booty band above the elbows, clasp your hands together. We're going to pull the elbows apart, press your palms together, then bring it back in. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. I'm gonna go heavier. Really working the sides and outsides of those shoulders here. Good. Press your palms together. You almost want to go from like a pyramid to a straight line. Well done. Okay, let it relax. One more time through that. Let's go. Press, hold, bring it in. Good, don't rush it. Really hold as you pull those elbows apart. Well done. All right, we're gonna do some Supermans next with the band around our arms. The higher you take the band, so if you have it by your wrist, it's gonna be really hard. If you bring it a bit lower, it's not gonna be as hard, but we still wanna make sure we have a little bit of tension on that band. So lift and lower. Now just remember with Supermans, the range of motion is not very high. Just remember you're pressing your thighs and your hips and the tops of your feet into the mat to help you lift your chest a little bit off the ground and then lower back down with control. Ooh, that is lower and middle back galore. Amazing for your core. So I know it's not everyone's favorite movement, myself included, but we have to strengthen those muscles to prevent injury and build an overall strong body. So gotta do what we gotta do. And well done. Alrighty, friends, we are gonna do some seated banded pulls. So I'm gonna grab my light resistance band again, pop it around one foot. That foot is gonna be bent, other foot is gonna be straight. Grabbing, we're gonna pull as much as we can, really squeeze the shoulder blade backwards, relaxing the shoulder. Good. Really let that shoulder pull as you extend and then retract it, squeeze. Well done. Well done. Okay, one more time on this same side. Really want you to focus on form here and not rushing the reps. Well done. Come on, final 20 seconds here, then we'll switch to the other side. Woo, well done. All right, let us switch to the other side now. So looping the booty band around the other foot, keep it bent. Let's go, sitting nice and tall. Relax your shoulder as you pull it back and extend. I'm gonna make a swivel. Amazing, friends. Keep it up. Almost done with the upper body portion, and then we'll get into some abs. All right, let it relax. One more time through that exact movement, and then we're gonna do some core work. Look forward to that. Let's go. Good, sitting up nice and tall, keep your chest open, relax your shoulder down, don't neglect your form here. Amazing, friends. Pop that booty band around your knees, at the top of your knees. We're gonna flip over into a plank and do some slow 2-pulse mountain climbers. Now we're gonna keep it low impact, so simply just driving the knee into your chest twice. Nice and strong. Pulse, pulse, step it back. Pulse, pulse, step it back. Keep nice and active with that upper body. Good, actively pressing those hands into the ground. You're not relaxing the chest. Create space. and let it relax. Amazing. One more time, just like that. Let's go. Ooh, chest is definitely working here. My word, I know we're working abs, but the upper body is not stopping. All right, we're gonna do some plank touch outs, essentially. You can do these on your arms or on your elbows, completely up to you. I'm gonna go on my elbows. Into a plank, step it out, in, out, in. Now be careful, we're not piking. That's different. Coming into a nice plank. Guys, I'm struggling. Oh my goodness. My shoulders are on fire. I think it was those reach and pulls from like the first exercise that just toasted my shoulders. You know what I always say? It's okay to stop and take a pause. Let the lactic acid kind of, you know, release from the muscles, and then just get right back into it. So if you need to just take a second and then resume, that's fine. Ooh. Almost there. Well done. All right, friends, we're gonna flip over onto our backs. I'm just gonna grab a towel. We're gonna do bicycles. You know the drill. If you've ever done an ab workout, you've probably done bicycles. Everything stays the same, just with a booty band around our legs. Good. Try and make contact elbow to knee. Lifting the shoulder blade off the ground. Don't hold your breath. Good. Are you bringing those elbows closer together? Keep them nice and wide for me. Come on, make yourself work. Whew, well done. Adjust the booty band if you need. One more time. So close to the end of the upper body and ab circuit here, friends. Let's go. Good. Think about knitting opposite rib to opposite hip. You might also start to feel your quads and your hip flexors here, especially the upper portion. That is normal because they are working to fight against the resistance band pull. Oh my goodness. Whew. Amazing. I'm feeling this thoroughly. All right, legs go up in the air, fingertips by the ears, keeping tension on the legs the entire time. We're gonna V, bring it in, crunch. So as you come down, you open the legs, and as you come to center, you crunch up. Good. Make sure we're not bringing those legs too close together so that the booty band slips. And that definitely adds a bit of a challenge to keep your legs kind of separated as you crunch up. Woo. Well done, friends. Okay, one more time through, and then we're gonna move into like a booty finisher, just really putting the cherry on top of the cake. Let's go. Good. Think about getting your chest up towards the ceiling. Ooh, my abs are on fire. Ooh, and let it relax, friends. Alrighty, 30 seconds of rest. Get yourself some water, pat your brow if you need. We have 10 more minutes, so 10 different exercises. We won't be repeating them at all. Just back to back to back to back. So it's gonna be lots of fun. I'm gonna grab a medium resistance here, starting with a wide crab step, or a wide step, lateral step, let's call it rather. So you're gonna step wide, touch behind, wide, touch behind. The goal here is to keep the tension and the pull on the band even as that leg comes across and behind. Good. Like so. Now remember, we're only gonna do each of these movements one time through, so I want you to give your all. Amazing. Shimmy that weight down around your ankle, the resistance down around your ankle. The lower, the harder. Give me a slight bend in those knees and those hips. We're gonna side step a couple, maybe 3 or 4 steps, depending on how big your space is. Take it nice and slow, because they're gonna burn. I'm just gonna put it out there. Definitely feel this on like the lower outer portion of the glute. Woo, amazing. All right, gonna keep the booty band right where it is. We're going to squat down, come up, bend in the hips, bend in the knees, step it back. Squat, other side, step it back. All right. Now, I'm not sure if I said we were gonna do 45 seconds of work here, or if I said we were gonna do 30, but we're doing 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Oh, that lower booty is on fire. Amazing. Okay, what's gonna happen next? You can choose where you want the band. If you want it low, you can keep it low. If you want to bring it up higher to make it easier, you can. But we're going to squat, step it back, squat, step it forward. Squat, take it back, Squat, take it forward. Good, continuing to keep the tension on those booty bands. My butt is on fire, you guys. Whew, shake it out, amazing. Bring that booty band up nice and high, just above the knees. We're going to do a curtsy lunge across the body. Pulse for 3, 2, 3, step it up, nice and wide. Other side. 2, 3, wide. We are so close here, friends. Amazing. Onto the floor for me. We're gonna do some work in tabletop. 3 pulse donkeys are next. So point the toe, you're gonna pulse 3, 2, 1, bring it in. And repeat. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Try and poke 3 tiny holes in the ceiling with those toes. That's how high you're lifting. Keep your core tight, not initiating the movement from the lower back. Ooh, that burns. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side, really flying through this burnout. Let's go. Pulse, 2, 3, bring it in. Amazing. Okay, friends, 3 more intervals here. Onto your side for me, bottom leg bend, top leg straight. You're gonna touch in front, bring it high, touch behind, bring it high. Really press this upper arm into the mat to help stabilize you. These are gonna burn, fair warning. We're so close. Woo. Well done. All right, flip yourself on around or just roll over to the other side. Same thing on this side. We have 1 more minute total of work. 2 more intervals. You got it in you. I know you do. Let's go. Oh my goodness, the upper outer booty is so on fire. Okay, bring it on up. We have 1 more interval. We're gonna do a squat hold, 15 seconds abducting, so knees pulling apart, and then 15 seconds hold. Sink it low, abduct, pull the knees apart. Good, sink that booty nice and low, keep the chest open. Final push and we're about to cool down. 5, 4, 3, get ready to hold. And 1, pulling the knees apart, sinking it low, chest up, come on. This is where the change happens. Oh yeah, that is one way to end off the legs. My word, guys, my legs are actually on fire. Feels so good. Time to cool down. Well done for getting through 15 minutes of very hard work. All right, pick a leg. I'm gonna start left. We're just gonna hug the knee in. If you need to hold on to a wall, by all means do so. But now is the time to start breathing a little bit more deep. Think about what you've just accomplished. An hour of a workout is very hard just in general, but then to do an hour of resistance band work, which is quite different, and it's not something that people do all the time. So it's quite challenging in a different way than, for example, like normal weight training is. All right, grab your ankle, pull it to your booty, squeeze the knees together, push the hips forward, stretching across the front of the thigh. So like I was saying, resistance band work it's just different, you know, like even if you don't feel that out of breath after today or that sore, chances are tomorrow you're gonna start feeling muscles that you didn't know were being worked because we're actively pulling against that resistance band the entire time, which is very unique. Amazing. Step that leg out, 45 degrees, up on your toe, up on your ankle. Lean it over, feel the stretch behind the leg. Well done. All right, we're gonna step that leg behind. Arm comes up and over. Make a beautiful C shape as best you can with the side body, stretching down the triceps, the shoulders, the lats, and the abs. Well done. Unwind yourself and let's start with that hug on the other leg. Relax the shoulders down. And I'd love to know once you finish the cool down, first of all, actually well done for cooling down. You know how many people, as soon as I'm like, well done, you're done with the main portion of the workout, they click out so fast. they press X on the tab. They're like, peace. No, we need to cool down because this is when we're giving back to our bodies and preventing injuries. So well done. Now I completely lost my train of thought. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I was gonna say, once you're done, the cool down, let me know in the comments which maybe exercise or which section was your favorite. I thoroughly enjoyed, the burnout was really fun for me. I enjoyed that a lot, especially the like ankle stuff where the band was around our ankle instead of around our knees. I like that. Well done. All right, pop the leg out, send it over. So I do have a lot of other 1 hour workouts, including 1 hour full body, 1 hour glutes. Some of them are no repeats. I think most of them. So this was a rare instance where I do repeats because there's a lot of benefits in repeating an exercise more than once. But if you have any specific requests for a 1 hour workout, let me know in the comments. I'm always all ears to what you guys want. All right, step it back. Bring it over. Well done. All right, clasp your hands behind your back. We're going to send the fists down, really peel your shoulders together, open your chest, try and get those hands as close to your ankles as possible. And well done. When you're ready, dive it down. Just add a little bit of a bend in your knees if you need, and grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Let the weight of gravity pull your elbows down as you completely relax into this, keeping your hips high and taking 2 big inhales and exhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, roll yourself on up because you have so earned a big round of applause and a massive pat on your back. 1 hour, full body, booty band only. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I'd love to see your beautiful face around here some other time. Other than that, don't forget to let me know what you like the most in the comments and if you have any specific requests. Other than that, well done for showing up for yourself today, because sometimes that is truly the hardest part. And I hope you have a lovely day. You totally do deserve it. I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.